everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Aurora, and today I'm going to be crafting these adorable little baggies that you can like send in Happy Mail or just send to a friend with some goodies in it or something along those lines. I have glue all over my fingers. Speaking of glue, I was putting this together and realized that I had an overabundance of Elmer's glue. So many different kinds of Elmer's glue that I decided, well, most people can get their hands on this and it's relatively cheap. So I'm going to show you. We're going to do this today with these different glues. And I actually took my art glitter glue bottle that was empty and filled it up with this is Elmer's school glue, and would you believe this is considered PVA glue here in the United States? So I was like, oh, now I got PVA glue too. So let me put that away. But these all have different, really different purposes. Such as this, it comes in a can, spray adhesive. This is great for like large areas that you need to adhere, glue together. It's super tacky. I mean, this is some sticky stuff. I do suggest using it outside, not inside, because it is an aerosol, flammable and all that kind of good stuff. But this stuff works great when you have, like I said, large pieces of paper that you want to stick together. It also works really well for putting fabric over cardboard so you can make, like, book covers and whatnot. And then I had this. I don't even know where I got this. It's just a craft glue, but the one end has just the little tip like that, and then the bottom of it, let's get it off, has like a large spreader tool. Bubbles. So you can spread it around. This actually works really well on tracing paper as well. And it's really hard to find. Some types of glues don't wrinkle or will wrinkle. Most glues wrinkle tracing paper. So this doesn't. Their Craft Bond glue is extremely good. I got this at Walmart. It's a lot like art glitter glue for half the price. Just wanted to let you throw that out there. It's really great. I love this stuff. And it also works really well on fabrics. So just like your fabric tack, which is that's some expensive glue, this works really well on fabric as well. And then the glue stick that I had, I still use this. It's, I'm sorry, but it's just as good as the Scotch Create by 3M. This stuff is great, but it's kind of pricey as well. I got this off of Amazon. The nice thing about this is it comes in a package of 4. Where this comes only in one package, but again, this is like a quarter of the price for 4 of these. So, and you can get it at Walmart again. So I use the heck out of this, and it works really great. The Craft Bond, I would definitely go after anything that says Craft Bond on it, because it's got just a fantastic stickiness and it just holds really, really well. So, having said those things, let's move on to what I was going to do today. And it's these cute little bags. Now, this is, like I said, just tracing paper. I had these in a journal, didn't like them in there because the colors were wrong. And so I just tore them out. And I was like, well, what am I going to use them for? That's what we're going to do today. We're going to make these little bags. Which isn't that pretty? So if you have like a pad of tracing paper, this was 8.5 by 11. I had cut it down to fit inside the journal, but it doesn't have to be, doesn't have to be huge. Just any piece of tracing paper you might have. And I'm going to fold this up along this kind of jaggedy edge. Make sure that's nice and folded up there. Unfold it. Fold this over, making sure the top is aligned. Fold this over top of this. Come on, work with me now, fingers. And these stamps, this is just stenciling and stamps and stuff like that. Now, if you want to, you can try and get that for the flowers in the center. Let's do that. Kind of, almost in the center. And there's my bone folder. So, the butterfly's right directly back. So now you've got this bottom fold here, and then these two folds, which makes 3 boxes here at the bottom. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just at an angle off of that, and then cut this end flap off. Like that. And same with this side. You're going to think this is ridiculously easy, because it really is. And I'm going to straighten up this edge down here. Hold on, fingers, pick it up. And then you should have something that looks like this. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take our glue stick. We'll make one with each one of the glues and see how that works. I'm going to open this side. And glue all the way up to the edge. Like that. And then the same with the bottom. And fold that up over. A lot bag. I think that could probably come up higher. You see, this is the nice thing about glue stick. It does allow you to like move things around a little bit, so you have some time to fix things. There we go. That's better. Now we can like decorate the front of it. You could cut the top with like fancy scissors, things like that. But that's all there is to making these little bags. Let's find something to put on the front. Let's see. I don't like that better white. Want something else? Here's one just like the other one. I'm just gonna get rid of the white. And let's see, which other glue should we try? Let's use the Elmer's. And apparently, if you read the instructions on the back of a Elmer's bottle, for things like paper and fabric, less is more. You really don't need a whole lot for it to like glue down quickly. You don't have to do a lot of waiting and going, are we ever going to be done here? So yeah, I also added on this one. I don't know if you see these little sparkly things. That's a glitter glue. It's not a glue, I'm sorry. It's a paint, but it's for fabric. I think I've shown you all this before in a previous video. And I'm just gonna put a little dot of that in the middle of the rose. Maybe go around a few little. I love this stuff. It lasts forever. And then on the butterfly, Maybe on the tip of its wings. Like that. And that one we can say is done. Once these dry, they'll look just like this here, kind of with the sparkly. So yeah, let's do another one. Let's see how this turns out here. We just have some blue butterflies on that one. So we'll just fold up the bottom like that. And these butterflies are going to end up on the back. But that's okay. That way we can do whatever we want to in the front. Let's make it a little bit bigger. So it's almost like nothing's there. So we can put something there. Miter your corner. Cut this off. Miter this corner. Cut this off. Ah, come on. There we go. And we just repeat the process. Let's see. Let's try this one. See how this works. Which, I mean, I've used it before. And you don't need a lot of this. I know that to be a fact. And then on the inside of this one. See how it started to curl? This one might take a little longer to dry, who knows? I don't know. Did pretty good. I don't know why that paper didn't cut straight. There we go. Something like this happens, you just take your bone folder into the bottom of it and make it unstick. And then, see, we have like little lifties here. You don't need much of that. That is some sticky stuff, and it comes out quite easily because it's almost like a fluid, not almost like a gel, I would say. You might have to let that one kind of dry out a little bit. It's definitely glued down, that's for sure. We're gonna let that dry. Let's cut another one. Let's try this with the gold rose on it. Put the lid back on that. Is that 3 we've tried? No, we haven't done 3. We've only done 2. We'll try the PVA next. Elmer's, which everybody knows you can buy for like 50 cents a bottle. Let's make it a lot bigger. Pretty. I mean, you could sit and make these all day long, and it would take no time at all. I've actually printed on this tracing paper. You could, you know, put that through your printer and come up with some beautiful pre-printed tracing paper and make little baggies out of that, and that would be gorgeous. Okay, we used that. Oh, we didn't. No, we used this. Okay, we haven't used this then. Oh boy. Trying to keep things straight. I have to do the outside of one flap and the inside of the other. That way you don't end up with a little flappy thing hanging out on the inside of the baggie. Yeah, get back to that. There we go. It takes so little glue to do this. I am adding way too much glue apparently. The lighter the paper, the less glue you have to use. There we go. Clear that, make sure it's not sticking to itself. Look pretty. What should we put on the front of that? Let's see. That'd be too big. I think that'd be too heavy for that. I will be showing you how to make these in a future video, so don't panic. I'll be like, oh my god, I need that in my life right now. Is a pretty butterfly, kind of a golden. It'll look nice with the gold rose there. Yeah, let's see. We'll just keep up with this. Well, that's why we had this out. We put this down with the butterfly on the other one. Okay. Less is more. There we go. And I would definitely keep these very light. I wouldn't add a whole lot to them when it comes to gluing things onto them because it's such a lightweight paper and you start putting a lot of stuff on them and you might run into problems. So there we go. That came out pretty. Let's put some sparklies on our butterfly. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? That came out nice. We still have our one that's drying. Ah, it's dry. We'll set that aside. And let's see. Choose a different butterfly. Try and get a great big one. If I can find a great big one. Come here. Fiddly fingers. Oh, here's a pretty one. Oh, this is pretty. I think I'm going to ink this in blue. Move everything out of my way. I think before I glue this down, I'm going to ink the bag. Which Did I mention that you can ink the bags? Kind of gives it kind of a halo effect. You can do this in, you know, with vintage photo too. Or whatever color you have. Ooh, thunder. And did I mention, instead of buying these super expensive daubers, you know, for the inking, these little sponges on a stick work great. Not to mention you get like 10 in a bag for like $2. And when it wears out, you just toss it. Big difference. I think this needs something else on the front too. Let's see what else I have. To move all my stuff out of the way so I can get to something. Oh, let's see. No. No. Oh, that's pretty. Let's see if this will work. Haha. Put that all the way to the edge to cover up that other butterfly. And then add this there. Me likey. Let's see. Get rid of that white on the edge. Okay. I'm bringing it a little bit because that blue, it's been inked on this side. Maybe let me try to ink that a little bit more there. Okay. There we go. Completely hides it. And then we'll have the butterfly. That's going to look gorgeous. Okay, so let's put this down. I'm going to use my glue stick for this. Gotta love Elmer's. And I am not sponsored by any way, shape, or form. I just happen to have a lot of Elmer's glue. It's been years that I, you know, been collecting or needing glue, so we just run to the store, Walmart or wherever, and pick it up, not thinking, oh, there might be better stuff out there. And the stuff works really well in comparison to some of the more high dollar glues that are out there. I mean, if that's all you've got, you're doing good by having it, because it is decent stuff. I would definitely suggest getting the craft bond Elmer's versus the school. I mean, if you're going to use PVA glue, the school glue is fine, but I would definitely go for the craft bond before anything else. It's just like a step above your school glue. There we go. Add some sparkle to the butterfly. And in the middle of our flowers. There we go. So these are really, really cute and easy to make. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let's look at what we've made today. Hope you can see this. It's all in the frame. Of course, you know, you can add lace to these if you want to. I mean, it's super, you know, not hard to do. And I actually glued this lace onto here using the Elmer school glue. Goodness. Okay, thunder and lightning. So yeah, here's what we've done today. So I hope you all enjoyed this and can drag out some tracing paper and stencils and stamps and whatever have you, and decorate yourself up some little baggies to put into Happy Mail or your journals or whatever have you. So until next time, love you bunches. Bye.